Someone wise once said, if you collect all the money in the world and divide it equally among the population, that money will soon end up in the same pockets they were before. And there's a good reason for all of us to believe in this quote. Just ask yourself, why are those listed companies in the share market growing with every passing day? And why is your pocket money dropping at a rapid pace with every passing day? To cap it all, why are the rich getting richer and the lower and the middle class at the same place? Well, when we looked up and researched this topic, we found something immensely interesting and common among the all-time famous legends, from Mr. Warren Buffett to Mr. Rakesh Jhunjhunwala, Mark Cuban, Elon Musk, and so on. So without further ado, here's a list of those 7 important top secrets the rich don't want you to learn about. Number 1. Your 5 or 6 figure salary isn't the whole story. So whenever you ask an average middle class person in the streets of your neighborhood, भैया कम से कम वक्त में ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा पैसे कैसे कमाएं? And probably all of them are going to respond by saying मेहनत मेहनत और बस मेहनत. And to be exact, this is where the middle class and its perception of working for someone else's empire all day get it wrong. The formula for the rich is simple. They make their money work for them. Your salary isn't the whole story. You can work for someone for over 40 important years of your life and you can still end up broke or in an uncomfortable financial situation when you're approaching your retirement. This is where the rich minds come to work. They make assets and they are passive assets. No doubt people in India buy a car, a house, or a fancy iPhone and term it as an asset. But that's wrong. These are simply some cash-eating liabilities. Robert Kiyosaki, author of the #1 best-selling personal finance book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, built his entire money philosophy around this concept. Generating income from passive rather than active income sources is the best way to do this. And one of the best ways to make your money work for you is investing in the share market. Now you might be thinking how to take that first step, and you don't have enough knowledge about the share market. And to cap it all, you don't even know which stocks to invest in, right? Don't worry, we got your back. Watch our video on making 1 crore by investing in the stock market to get an idea of what's ahead. You can always start by investing a bare minimum amount in indices like the NSE Nifty 100 or the BSE Sensex. Number 2. Time is your most valuable asset. Well, we all heard it when world-famous artist Pitbull said, "Time is money" in one of his songs. Yes, we get it. He's not your ideal man to get some financial advice from, so let's hear a word from Mr. Warren Buffett himself. Someone is sitting in the shade of a tree today because someone planted a tree a long time ago. For example, consider 2 friends, Ajay and Manav, studying business at a university, and both of them are equally passionate about money. Manav planned about investing his savings in the share market, but in the next year, and at the same time, Ajay invested his money in the share market, and that is when compound interest came to his rescue. He managed to gain returns more than 10% by investing in the BSE Sensex, and he made a good 100,000 or 2 in profits. On the other hand, we have Manav who missed out because he simply thought that investing in shares was way too risky for him. One of your most valuable assets in life is time. If you learn how to spend your time productively, then sooner or later, you're gonna have your name in that rich lane. Number 3. Keep investing and let compounding do the dirty work. It's equally important to keep investing over the long term. You have to invest in the stock market through the good and bad years. It can be difficult to buy stocks when the price is going down, but if you don't, then you'll probably miss out on the recovery. It's much easier to keep buying no matter what the market is doing. That way, you're accumulating wealth over the long haul. As you near retirement, then you'll need to adjust your asset allocation to reduce risk and volatility. Through the power of compounding, a small amount of money can grow into a substantial sum over a period. The longer the time frame, the greater the value. For example, to achieve your future financial goal, you invest 1 lakh rupees per annum in a bank fixed deposit for 30 years at 5.5% interest rate, and by the end, your savings will grow to a massive 76.4 lakh rupees. Number 4. Understand the concept behind compounding. To understand how compound interest works, let us assume you've invested 10,000 rupees in a scheme that offers an annual interest payout of 5%. After the first compounding period, that is the first year, your total amount in the savings account would rise to 10,500 rupees. That is 5% of 10,000 works out to 500 by way of interest. and is added to the principal. Compound interest comes into play only in the second year. After the second compounding year, it is this enhanced principal of 10,500 that sees a growth of 5%, which works out to an overall gain of 525 rupees. This takes your balance to 11,025 rupees. Here both the principal and the first year's interest earnings have seen growth of 500 rupees and 25 rupees respectively. You may think you only earned 25 rupees more in the second year as compared to the first, but that would be wrong. If this was calculated in terms of simple interest, the additional accrual would have been zero. That is, you would have earned interest of a flat 500 rupees, the same as in the first year, and not 525 as it is now, with compounding. Also, with compound interest, the longer the period given to an invested amount, the more the potential to accelerate returns on that investment. So, after the third year, your balance would read 11,576.25 rupees. In other words, the 25 rupees gain has now increased to 51.25 rupees. If you do not make any withdrawals in the next 10 years, and assuming that the interest rate stays steady at 5%, your original principal would grow to 16,288.95 rupees. Number 5. Don't spend more than what you make. If you think spending money won't have any effect on your financial well-being and partying your money out is just part of this life, then wait till you get the bill for not controlling your spending. A behavioral anomaly that has been the nemesis of many a millionaire is the belief that they'll never run out of money. Be it the German tennis prodigy Boris Becker or Hollywood actor Nicolas Cage, they spent their money faster than they could make it. One of the top earners in Hollywood at one time, Cage was worth 1,075 crore rupees and owned 15 residences across the world, besides several luxury cars and rare artifacts. His downfall was primarily the result of his lavish lifestyle and extravagant purchases like a dinosaur's skull, an island, and Shah of Iran's Lamborghini. The simple financial rule is that if you keep spending more than you earn, and don't invest in mutual funds or some passive income generating assets that help your money grow, you will eventually run out of it. Number 6. Don't be hesitant to go that extra mile. When Amitabh Bachchan decided to set up a film production and event management company, Amitabh Bachchan Corporation Limited or ABCL, he had already retired. The firm drained his resources, so he took bank loans, which he couldn't repay, and ended up with a bankrupt company. At 57, he had no films or endorsements, no money, had legal cases against him, and tax authorities put up a recovery notice on his house. He was forced to restart his career and managed to repay all debts. Today, his net worth is 2,866 crore rupees. The clear learning here is not to take undue financial risks after retiring or launch projects without sufficient expertise and financial backing. One also needs to keep investing in retirement to ensure that the money keeps growing at a pace faster than inflation. And number 7, think twice before spending your money. If you think making money is difficult, especially in these turbulent times, wait till you try to make it last. It takes all of one's financial acumen and enterprise to save, invest, and help it grow. More so for celebs and stars, who churn out copious amounts of wealth and are often handicapped by lack of financial expertise and paucity of time. They often end up entrusting their wealth to inefficient wealth managers, or worse, unscrupulous ones. At other times, boosted by success and foreconfidence in their abilities to manage money, they take wrong investing decisions. Then there's the heady pitfall of power, which makes them believe their money will last forever. For these and several other reasons, the world touts a long list of celebrities who have acquired untold wealth only to lose it all. Some have learned their lessons and recovered, while others failed to do so. Despite the incongruence in the quantum of wealth made by such celebs and the average salaried professional, there are financial lessons to be learned by all. So that was all from today. These were the 7 rules that can help you accumulate some serious wealth over the long term. And more so, if you want us to make a separate video on compound investing, then let us know in the comment section below. Make sure you press that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next video.